I'll admit, I have a confession to make about this movie. But first, hi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. So, truth be told, I probably would have had no interest in watching this movie if it weren't for the fact that they're doing a remake that's coming out this year. Now, I have heard of this movie before, that movie being The Crow. I feel like I should say the title pretty early on in the intro. But the movie we're going to be watching today is the original The Crow, 1994. So, believe it or not, I have not seen this movie before. And when I saw that there was a remake coming out pretty soon, at least in the US, it's coming out August 23rd, I was like, no, hold on, because Bill Skarsgård's gonna be in there, which I love Bill Skarsgård, but I was reading the description of the original one because I was like, what is the original one? This concept is like, let me just read the description for you. I mean, I'm sure you all already know what this is about, but just reading the description, not having any inkling, any idea of what this movie is, it sounds ridiculous. The synopsis on Wikipedia says, the night before his wedding, musician Eric Draven and his fiancée are brutally murdered by members of a violent inner city gang. On the anniversary of their death, Eric rises from the grave and assumes the gothic mantle of the Crow, a supernatural avenger, tracking down the thugs responsible for the crimes and mercilessly murdering them. Eric eventually confronts head gangster Top Dollar to complete his macabre mission. Okay, so it's like you're giving away everything in there. You really are. I'm just like, what is going on? So it looks fantastic. It really does. It's pretty highly rated. So I'm excited to actually dive into this one. But before we do, if you want to check out the full-length reaction to this movie with me, or just get extra videos, extra input on the movies that I watch, the next couple movies coming out will be voted by my patrons. So stay tuned if you want to see what all that is about. But once again, if you're interested in my Patreon, link for that will be in the description below. Okay, enough chit-chatting. It is time to fly like the crows that we are and dive into this movie. Ding! I'm just a video game character. I like that I don't really need like a stuffed animal to protect me for like these movies anymore, but I kind of miss having them just like for comfort. So we're having one today, although I don't think this is going to be scary. Devil's Night, October 30th. Interesting, not the 31st. All right, Halloween. Is this a Halloween movie? Because you know that's gonna make it like a 10 out of 10. Also, is this like DC?
People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes, something so bad happens and the soul can't rest. The crow could bring that soul back to put the wrong things right.
Okay. Is this lore just like in the world, or is this in our world too? Like, is that a phenomenon? Oh my gosh! Is he in Ghostbusters? He is, isn't he? I think this is a Halloween movie because he's gonna come back on the anniversary, which is like Halloween basically. It's the next day. Oh, hell yeah, let's freaking go.
Who the fuck gets married on Halloween anyhow?
Me, I want to be
Nobody.
Well, I was just gonna say I want to be married on Halloween, but I'm already married. As I was saying earlier, I believe, is it just lore in this world about this like crow folklore, or is it in this world too about this crow thing? About it, like, did she say something in the beginning? Like the ancient Romans thought this. Okay, that was like the same shot that they just used like 2 seconds ago, was it not?
She's gonna be okay.
And you're lying to me about Shelly.
Listen, this isn't really part of my job. Maybe we can cross that bridge when we get there. The truth is, I don't know anything. He's like, someone wanna take this kid off my hands? I don't know what to do. 1 year later. Can you train crows? Were you picking flowers from other people's graves to put on there? Like, girl, you came unprepared? Okay, and he just gets 1 rose. Like, girl, I thought these were your friends.
You know, what this place needs is a good natural catastrophe. Earthquake, tornado.
What? Why would you want that? Why? What's wrong with you? Okay, you guys are drenching this hot dog in every topping imaginable. More ketchup? We just all put ketchup on it. It was juicy. This is a juicy hot dog. Okay, well, I was not expecting that noise. A bomb? Yes, yes. Rise from the ashes. How long does it take for a body to decay? Like, wouldn't he be decayed at this point? Also, why must it be a year after he died? Like, why couldn't it be, like, immediately after he died? Oh, okay. Interesting acting choice to just scream into the void. My brethren, will you show us the way?
Gabriel.
Oh, that is your cat. I was gonna say, my cat. What is happening here? Was he involved in some, like, shady business or something? Because why would they attack him? The editing of this is so chaotic. I love how he's reenacting it for us, though. What? Rise. He can never die. That's cool.
Fuck you, Tin Tin.
We all can't trust each other. Everybody is on edge here. Let's just chill out. Ew. This is like the grossest gang I've ever seen. They're just like, ugh, eating cigarettes, literally. What? I mean, the way they chose to show us their lives, or I guess like his life before he got killed. I mean, it's just interesting that they chose to do it this way, other than starting the movie off with showing all of this, and then like halfway through he gets killed, or maybe the first third of the movie he gets killed or something, you know? Okay, so now he's making the decision to wear a mask. Literally like Joker vibes. Okay, the lyrics are literally paint your face. I mean, this is literally the Joker, is it not? I mean, the makeup looks very similar too. That's why I ask if this is in some sort of cinematic universe. Okay, so I'm assuming, I mean, unless we get some sort of reveal later, I'm assuming right now that it was purely random that this gang just chose to kill these people. Although I feel like it isn't random, because the whole thing is like, the crow, whatever, brings someone back to life to bring justice and fairness or whatever. So that makes me think, okay, they got killed unfairly. Crow flies in the night. How do they train that crow? The soundtrack for this. I like it, I think. This is filmed so weirdly. Or edited really weirdly, I guess I should say. Is it how crows see us? Oh, he is Joker brain. Okay, you're crazy too. This movie is literally just like Joker brains fighting each other. Joker versus Joker.
Her name was Shelley. You her.
I don't get what the point is of like trying to get this gang member to try to remember. I wouldn't care about them remembering the crime they did. I'm like, I'm just gonna get revenge and that's it. Bye. Ooh. Yes. Is that Tony Todd? Is he the main gang leader? No. I love Tony Todd. Let's let him live, please. Where are these kids' parents? Like, why is she just going around here?
So, I guess you're not gonna be home till a lot later.
Is that her mom? Is that her mom or her sister? Or the person that's supposed to be taking care of her?
Go sleep it off somewhere else, Dusthead.
Goddamn creatures in the night.
Creatures of the night. That's exactly what he is. Yes! I would love if he could fly.
I heard a tap as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
Okay, this guy is so weird. Oh my gosh! What is his hat? What is that? It's like a shower cap on his hat. Is that exactly what it is? A shower cap is literally on his police hat?
Your job will be to tell the rest of them death is coming for them.
Okay, that was a cool shot. Listen, I've been observing, and this movie is giving me, like, goth kids I'm scared of what made this movie. You know what I mean? I just remember, like, there was always a stigma about, like, the kids in, like, the trench coats. I would wear, like, all black all the time. Mostly just the kids, just, like, they would wear trench coats, and I feel like they would like this movie. I feel like they made this movie.
Do it, man.
Creature of the night. This must be the head leader. Ew. Okay, this is like a cult. or just plain gross.
You didn't slow down, dickhead!
Ha!
What are you supposed to be, a clown or something?
She's really brave. I would not talk to this guy.
I wish the rain would stop just once.
Can't rain all the time.
Eric?
Okay, I'm getting close to halfway through this movie. I'm a little surprised at how highly rated this is. It's kind of cheesy goofy, but it makes me so much more excited to see this remake because of how cheesy goofy this is. Maybe the remake is gonna be less cheesy goofy, because I'm guessing this is just the director's way of life or something. I don't know. It looks like claymation or something. Like, it looks like it's fake. I mean, it is fake, but it looks like it's like a miniature scale model of that scene. This movie is also really dirty in the way of, like, I feel like no one's taken a shower. Like, stinky. I'm getting stinky vibes. It's so creepy and uncomfortable. The way, like, nobody's fazed by this guy is making me uncomfortable. Like, it's uncanny. The animation is a 10 out of 10. I mean, it really is. Did you not see that? Technology is amazing. She is, like, freaking out. She's like, maybe I should get out of here. Can't really walk, though. Okay, well, that didn't last very long.
Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children. Your daughter is out there on the streets waiting for you.
The way he talks is so weird. Like, what do you say? Like, mother is the name, mother is God, mother is the name of God. Or, like, why are you talking so weird? This is really like, yes, I'm getting revenge. I mean, I cannot emphasize how much this reminds me of, like, a high school project. And I emphasize high school because it's like, sounds like someone got bullied and they want to make a movie about them getting revenge on their bullies. That's what this movie is. But with Tony Todd in it, so it's a 10 out of 10. Like, what is that cop hat? It looks like a hat you get out of a Halloween costume from Amazon. I mean, what is that?
Freeze!
Okay, he's on our side. He's on our side. I want to see him be nice and normal.
Don't touch me!
The acting in this is crazy. I mean, it's like extreme overacting. And the music too, it's like, we don't need to have music right now. They're playing music so much, but they really don't need to. Okay, I would ask this guy, why did that gang come after you?
Catch.
Ew, why do you still have that? Get rid of that, nasty. Okay, this movie is really twisted and weird. It's kind of reminding me of Blade a little bit. Like this gothic, dark, unhingedness. Like, what's happening? We're just gonna have time to sit on the roof and just play a guitar. I thought you wanted to, like, get revenge on everybody. Like, let's come on, let's go.
You again.
Okay, don't act like you recognize that crow. That could have been any crow. This is really a love letter to crows. I mean, they're showing so many crows and crows flying, crows point of view. They're trying to incorporate the crows as much as they can. It just seems kind of random. Like, if they did make up that lore in the beginning of, oh, people once said that crows bring back people from the dead if they have unfinished business or whatever the fuck. If they made that all up, it's like, okay, you had to use the crow. It's not like it's a boring animal, but like... Your worst nightmare. One less person to worry about, I guess.
You hit my car!
You hit my car! You literally ran over him and you're mad at him. You're mad at the person you ran over. That's a crazy concept. Are we ever gonna get an explanation as to why those people killed him and his fiance? Okay, so much is going on, so much cutting back and forth. I don't even really know what's happening. What's happening? There's so much cutting back and forth. I'm kind of, my head is getting like tossed around.
Yeah, I remember her. We needed to put some fear into that little lady. Wasn't going along with our tenant relocation program.
Wait, so, okay, something about the building. They lived in the building and they wanted to do something with the building, but these people still lived in here, so they told them to get out, and they're like, no. Oh, shit! It is wiener, too. Oh, explosion! The music? What is this? Wow, he's a great artist. Okay, now it's Halloween, right? I mean, you took freaking long enough. The colors in this movie are so odd. Mr. Crow.
Hell with you. I thought you cared.
Ha!
Do care.
What is this acting? Like, she did not give a single fuck when she saw him. She was like, hey, whatever. She's not like, Eric, it is you! Like, runs and is all happy.
Fine! Fine!
Why is everyone in this movie psychotic?
That boy was out of control. T-Bird, he came in here.
What are you saying, man? Where is this supposed to be taking place? Is it a fictional town? Because there's like no nice place to go. Now we have this guitar storyline. I don't know what to call it. Okay, like what is this? Does this not look like more fake than it should be? It looks like a little diorama. Again, it's just adding into this looks like a high schooler made this story that I'm sticking to because it looks like they built this little diorama and then they just filmed the diorama for the transition scenes. I wish it was just more Halloween-y. I mean, you're gonna throw in the concept of it being Halloween and you're not even gonna freaking throw a pumpkin in here every once in a while. I mean, come on. That's also why I'm like, where's this taking place? Do they not celebrate Halloween? He's got a really good middle part though. It's slightly off-center. That's kind of bugging me, but it's so crisp.
I want you to set a fire so goddamn big the gods will notice us.
So you just want to light fires? That's it?
Gentlemen.
This is literally like the scene from The Dark Knight. This guy wanted to be the Joker. He didn't get the role, and they created this movie. It's like a B movie of the Joker. My problem right now is I'm not rooting for him. It's just this movie is so odd, and he's kind of cringy that I'm like, do I want to root for him? Like he's making it really hard for me to want to root for him when I just have the idea in my head that he went out for the role of the Joker and then he lost, so he just resorted to whatever this character is. Because once you see that, you can't unsee it. He's freaking creepy as fuck. What the? They're all gonna have to go back to training because they're I don't know, chief of police is gonna be like, you guys suck at aiming. They're gonna truly think that they just suck at aiming and it's not the fact that this guy is just can never die. Whoa, that looked incredible in every way. That's amazing. Can you fly? Guess he can't fly. What's the point of him being called the Crow if he can't even freaking fly? Or is he just inspired by crows?
The crow is his link between the land of the living and the realm of the dead.
So kill the crow and destroy the man.
I see. Interesting. I like how she knew the lore. Of course she would know the lore. She's kind of weird. What is this song? Okay, there's the one inkling of Halloween on this Halloween movie, on this Halloween night. A new memory has been created. What? Okay, that was weird. I thought that was the end of the movie for a second because he was like, it just cut and it just like ended. Slow-mo. And then next shot. So I was like, oh, is this fade to black? Are we done? Good night. Do you care about this girl? I mean, no offense.
I gave this to Shelly once.
Okay, it might get lost in that sea of necklaces that you have. What are you wearing, like 5 necklaces? She's really forcing those tears out. Come on, girl. I mean, am I a dick? Do we really care about her? Maybe, I don't know. Is this gonna come into play later? I guess it's gonna come into play right now. It looks like she's getting hunted down by Tony Todd. This girl's not a very good actor. I mean, if I got snatched up like that, I would be like scream as loud as I can with my mouth closed. Okay, so his hand's not over your mouth anymore. Now is your time to scream. The acting, oh my gosh. And it's like every scene too. Like he is giving it his all in every scene. We do have to appreciate that. Every day this man showed up to fucking work. But it just doesn't really play well when it's all cut together because it's just so extra. Uh-oh. It's actually working? Why? Because you shot the crow? Oh great, oh great, oh great.
Bye-bye, Birdie.
Ha! Yes! Jesus! How are we all missing? Little bird. Again, how are we missing? Like, we're not that far away from each other. Oh, Tony Todd, no! I mean, it needs to happen. He is a bad guy, but Tony Todd, please, no! All my favorite people are getting shot. This is very frustrating. No, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Yes! Ah! Is he like moving the bird with his mind? On the roof? Grow wings right now. This would be the perfect time. And also you, stay alive, please. Is this really the song to be playing during an action scene like this? She's like really holding on. She's waiting as long as she possibly can. What have you been doing this whole time, Crow? Come on.
I have something to give you. I don't want it anymore.
What? You can do that? Ah, that was creepy. What? Ew. Please be alive. That's all I care about. I feel like this girl was brought into this movie just for this ending scene to have like some sort of stakes, or so they have some way to threaten him, I guess. Get yourselves a man who will rise from his grave just to defend your honor. Oh my gosh! There she is! How do you land her? No offense. I mean, she's a babe. You see her? Kate, like, why is this in slow-mo? Foo the drama! Okay, why am I just now seeing for the first time that she has a shaved head?
The way to have them live on is to never stop loving them. But real love is forever.
Alex Proyas, you have something in ya, and I don't know what it is. Based on the comic book series and comic strips by James O'Barr. Okay. Who, why, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, that was definitely one of the weirder movies I've seen, at least for the channel, I guess. It wasn't super odd. I think it was just some of the choices, the directing, shooting choices were peculiar to me. The concept of this movie I like, but I feel like the execution, something missed for me there. It didn't hit. I think maybe the way they told the story, I didn't like it. I wish that we got a little bit of his normal life beforehand, and then he gets killed by this gang, and then he comes back from the ashes and he kills all these people, right? Maybe they just wanted the movie to be shorter or something. I don't know, because my way might take a little bit longer, but it just seems like the natural progression. It just seems like the natural way to tell a story like this. So the way that they went about telling this, where they were like jumping back and forth all over the place, the weird blur effect and fading in, fading out or whatever, it just didn't work, I don't think. I enjoyed this though to a certain extent. I think I enjoyed making fun of this and enjoyed the obscurity of this more than like genuinely enjoying this for how good it is. I enjoyed this more so for how much I didn't like it. So I'm not saying it's a bad movie, it's just kind of goofy. It's kind of goofy. I feel like it kind of reminds me of Blade, like this weird gothic like cult gang thing. And even though I've never seen this movie, it's giving me like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo vibes as well. It just seems like it would be in that same realm of like gothic weirdness. Plot is all over the place. I want revenge, like this type of thing. If anything though, it did succeed in getting me excited for this remake. Now this remake, like I said, coming out I believe August 23rd, and Bill Skarsgård is going to be the Crow, right? It's gonna be Eric. So that is very intriguing for me. Hopefully it's a little bit longer and we can explain the story my way, maybe in a way that's a little more linear. That's just my opinion though. So out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 5. Okay, now that seems pretty low. A 5 out of 10 seems pretty low. I just think it's perfect for me because half of it was there. 1 to a 3 of me enjoyed how goofy it was. And 1 to 3 of me enjoyed the 90s vibes and the storyline. And then the other half of the 5 did not enjoy the way it was executed, maybe the music and the cinematography. So that's where the pros and the cons equal up to a perfect 5 for me. So with that said and done, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons and especially Mark Sylvester and James Cox. Thank you so much, and make sure to go ahead and check out my Patreon if you haven't already. Okay, full-length reaction to this is already up on my Patreon, as well as a whole month's worth catalog of movies that I've already watched and reacted to for the channel that are not on YouTube yet. So if you're interested to see about those, interested to see the polls, remember I told you that there were gonna be polls that my patrons voted for. That's gonna be the next couple movies that I'm going to be watching. So if you're interested to see what they voted on, then checking out the Patreon is the way to do so. Link for that will be in the description. What did you guys think of The Crow? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I know this is a franchise. I know there are multiple movies. How are you feeling about the remake? Let me know what you guys think, because I'm kind of curious. Is this like a cult classic? Is this unironically loved? I'm kind of ironically liking it. You know, part of me ironically likes it because of how goofy I think it is. So tell me your opinions about this movie down below. But thank you for coming along with me on this journey, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of that jazz. And as always, thanks for watching.
Thank you.